brisket and turn it into a brand new meal.
Yay.
Taco Tuesday, so we got smoked braised brisket tacos,
That's
brisket
awesome.
flautas, and Cajun tacos with andouille sausage and grilled peppers.
Awesome. Well, we're definitely going to record it so we can air it later.
Okay.
There's a lot of people said they're interested, but you never know.
Right.
But we'll record it and share it. So I like your hairdo.
Thank you. Cut your own hair. My wife helps. This is what I got.
Awesome.
The brisket tacos sound awesome.
Yeah.
Big
So
likes it too.
we can't get him to stay in focus.
I keep seeing him blink in and out like he's not there.
I'm ghost bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, it doesn't.
Steady working. I mean, we're still open. It's just a whole different life.
Yeah. Y'all been, I mean, are y'all doing takeout orders, right?
Takeout curbside. We do waiter, and I turn the bottom deck at the pass into a boil room. So we do boiled shrimp, crabs, and crawfish takeout, ready pre-packed.
Huh.
That sounds good.
Been getting a lot of positive response on that.
Good, good, good. Yeah,
Sure.
so it'd be good to kind of share.
How y'all doing?
All right.
Y'all having your quarantini?
I love it.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna show you a little cooking with some leftovers. My family hates leftovers. I do too, so I always try to turn it into something new. So my wife did a smoked brisket, and I'm taking her smoked brisket and I'm turning it into Taco Tuesday. So what we did for an appetizer right here, I did some brisket, black bean, and corn flautas. So what I did was took the brisket, chopped it up, mixed it with some cream cheese, some Colby Jack cheese, the leftover corn and black beans, a little seasoning, lemon, lime juice, and cilantro, and then I rolled it into tortillas like this. Put some little toothpicks through it to hold it closed, and you drop it in the fryer for a couple of minutes. Get all nice, golden, and crispy. So now I had more brisket. What did I do with that brisket? I took that brisket, it was smoked, I braised it in a nice enchilada sauce with some taco spices, some extra seasoning, and some more black beans. And that's going to be our brisket, smoked brisket braised tacos. It's not enough tacos because it is Taco Tuesday, so we also had some andouille in the fridge. So I sliced it, grilled it, roasted some peppers. So we're going to do some Cajun andouille tacos, smoked brisket tacos, and our flautas for an amazing leftover meal that becomes something new. So I'm going to start grilling my tortillas.
Yum.
Yeah.
What's your address?
Follow the smoke signal.
So are you going to have a party at your house when quarantine's over?
Oh, absolutely. We'll take the boats, go riding around, grill it up, have a great time. I can't wait for that to happen. I want everybody to come over, you know? All right. Got those tortillas grilled up nicely. So we're going to build our tacos. My beer so you can see.
Nice.
All right. So we got our grilled tortillas.
Tests will help identify individuals who can donate convalescent.
Start with the Cajun taco. Take this nice grilled andouille sausage. That's going to go right on the bottom. A little goes a long way when you make it into a taco. So from that, I get my roasted and grilled sweet peppers and onions. They go right on top of that.
Nice.
Oh,
Looks
I hope y'all can
delicious.
smell this from there. It's amazing. All right, we're going to finish that with a little fresh cilantro. A little of our raspberry barbecue sauce just to give it a little sweet. That's our taco number one. Now for our next taco, I did this pickled coleslaw. It's got some cilantro, carrots, red onion, red and white cabbage. I pickled it in a little vinegary brine. Then we're going to put that in the bottom of our taco. Then we're going to come back with this nice braised brisket that's all smoked, caramelized with those juices. That's going to go on top of that slaw. And then we're going to finish that. Some of the coyote, oh, wrong one. Coyote cheese, a little more fresh cilantro, And that's Taco Tuesday at my house.
I love it. It looks so good.
Thank you. I wish y'all were here.
I know.
What's in the raspberry?
It's ketchup, Worcestershire, little soy, brown sugar, onion, garlic, crushed red pepper.
Well, here's cheers to Shaggy's. Thank you for that dish presentation.
Sounds
Thanks.
delicious.
Enjoy.
I'm hungry now.
You can also do it with chicken, pork, anything you got left over.
Nice. So everybody had such a great time at the Beer and Bacon Festival, and they loved what you had. So hope you had fun too.
We did. We appreciate everyone's support throughout this too. You know, we are open limited hours now, Wednesday through Sunday, but we do have our full menu available for call ahead, takeout, curbside, or delivery. And we started all kind of boiled seafood too. So if you want some crabs, crawfish, or shrimp, you let us know at any of the Gulf Coast locations, and we'll have it hot and ready for you.
Do you have any family meals?
We do. We have family meals of both the boiled platters as well as our classics from tacos for a family of 4 and some other different options. We're rolling out. I'm doing different ones daily as we have the product because we're like 3 stores sharing product to make it go as far as we can to keep the lights on and keep feeding all those great people out there that support us.
Awesome.
So if we did a walk on the boardwalk, we could walk up and place an order?
You could, and at the pass, you could drive up on your boat dockside. We'll deliver it to your boat.
Because I know somebody on Facebook who was looking for a boat drive-up place, so I'll mention that to her.
Please do. Let them know.
But I'll
Yeah.
send out to y'all the different locations that are doing some free stuff during this quarantine. So
There's also the Gulfport City Council just met today and approved a new measure that it used to be to-go beverages could only be gotten from down, basically businesses south of the tracks. They've now expanded that because there are some businesses north of the tracks that, restaurants and things like that could benefit from being able to, do some of their alcohol sales to go, kind of like Coastal Daiquiri in Long Beach and stuff like that. They've already been able to do it, but the rule basically was just holding them back. And especially in the pandemic, it was nice that the city council went ahead and reversed that today.
nice.
So then you could have what's essentially an open container in your car while you're driving, huh?
Well, no, the rule is there are some rules that you still have to follow. Like you have to be out of the car to receive the beverage, and it has to have a lid on it. So it's not supposed to be consumable in the car. It's not considered a open container at that point. Now, if somebody sticks a straw in it, or if the driver exercises poor judgment, then obviously that's gonna be bad. But obviously they're trying to balance safety with helping the businesses out, and it's not like, again, the businesses downtown could do it, but the businesses north of the tracks couldn't. So some were still able to do it anyway. Now it's just putting everybody on a more fair playing ground and letting some other people, help their businesses stay open.
That's a pretty good post-COVID little after action that the businesses can bring up with the chamber.
Yep.
Bacon. Words from bacon.
Words from bacon.
Works from bacon.
So awesome. So Matt, are you ready?
Yeah, I couldn't get my camera to turn around to use the back camera on my cell phone, so I'll do my best to kind of show you all around using the front camera, but that's we'll just work with it. So y'all ready? I'll give y'all kind of a rundown real quick of the distillery.
Yeah, no, so you're making sanitizer, right?
Yeah, we're making sanitizer right now. Generally, as you know, we have the Kill Shine, the White Shine, and Age Shine. And then, of course, we actually predominantly produce bourbon, but it's all been aging and some rye whiskey. So we have about 1,200 barrels of bourbon aging. And we actually have the most distilling capacity in the state among all the craft distillers, and basically the largest bourbon distiller in the state.
Oh.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, so you can kind of see this contraption behind me. The big blue at the bottom is our mill. It's a triple parent roller. We can grind 6,000 pounds of corn an hour in it. And that tan unit up top is our flow scale, so it kind of weighs it all out and meters it into our mill there, so we can basically program it. There's a little programming board kind of behind me on that side, you can see. and it'll just automatically kind of do its job. And the grain feeds in those pipes at the top. It kind of looks like a stretched out slinky in there. It's called a flex auger.
Uh-huh.
And it comes out the bottom of the mill there, and the pipe that kind of goes up to kind of X. And then you can see these racks behind me with the grain on them. So we have these racks just have our barley and our rye or wheat on them, and then our corn's actually outside in some big bins. But it just kind of automatically augers out of those. Those are 2,000-pound super racks that we use for that.
Awesome.
And so we come on back around here, and that white pipe kind of comes up and runs along the ceiling to the back here, and then get you turned around here so you can see. This big tank here is our mash cooker, so it's 1,000 gallons, and basically we do a step mash. So we'll put about a third water in there, heat it up to 190, cook our corn for about 45 minutes, put some water in there, drop the temperature, put our rye or wheat for our bourbon, let that cook about 30 minutes or so. Boil water, drop the temperature, add our barley, which has your enzymes, convert your starches to sugars. And then we'll let that cook for a little while. Final addition of water, crash cool, add our yeast. From there, we'll go into one of these 6 fermenters that's 1,000 gallons. And we'll ferment anywhere from 3 to 7 days, kind of depending on what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And those are temperature controlled. We have kind of this little, each of them has its own dedicated thermostat. Let's see if you can see this kind of board here. And so it'll control the temperature on them for us at night and on the weekends and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So we don't have to keep up, stay here 24/7. This really big tank's about 2,300 gallons, and that's our beer well. So when we pump into here, we have distiller's beer. And basically just use this tank to mix everything up. So we have equal parts grain, water, and alcohol. And it just has a pump on it. And then we'll come around. It's a bunch of controls for the still. And then down here at the bottom, you see this pump. That's what we pump with to get it in. And it kind of goes up this still. You kind of see it working.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes all the way to the top up there. It's 29 feet up there to the beer warmer. Kind of like a copper crossbar looking deal. And then it comes back out and go in that 5th window down, and it starts falling. And basically behind each window, see if I can get you down here and kind of show you. Behind each window is a plate. And so on top of that, that plate's perforated with about 3/8 holes. And when you pump in steam from the bottom, it creates surface tension. Kind of like when you overfill a glass and it's got like that dome on top of liquid. It's kind of what happens here. And so you basically get a half a theoretical distillation per plate. And so by the time you get to the bottom, basically all you have left is water and grain and a little bit of what we would call tails or bottoms. And that'll go out, this pump on the floor with the red hose. And that red hose goes out back to 270-gallon totes when we fill up for farmers. The good stuff we want goes all the way back to the top, to the other side of the beer warmer, comes down some pipes and comes into our condensers. Let's see if you can kind of see them. That's kind of the condensers there. I'll get you a better shot. And condenses, at that point, it's 120 proof. Comes out, goes into our copper doubler there, and we'll boost it up to about 140 proof out of that doubler. Now that doubler, it comes over to the second condenser. Here's you a better shot of the condensers kind of up top there. And got our gauges and our spirit safe. But it'll come out of that second condenser at 140 proof, go into a collection tank. We'll proof it down to about 120 and barrel out from there. We usually get about 2.5 barrels a day out of 1,000 gallons of mash.
Right.
And that's generally what we do every day. We cook about 4 to 5 days a week. So with this going on, we've been cooking 2,000 to 3,000 gallons a day and making over 200 to 300 gallons worth of alcohol for hand sanitizer. Wow. And blending that up. And so the way that kind of works, you add some glycerin, which is like a vegetable oil peroxide, and some water. And then we put it in this stainless tote back here. And I've got a diaphragm pump. The stuff's flammable, so you got to be explosion proof dealing with it. And I have 3 people that just kind of bottle out. They fill up different, we got some 32-ounce triggers. I don't know if you can see this, these 10 ounces, and we fill up gallons. And 5-gallon buckets, 55-gallon drums, 250-gallon totes.
That's
So
awesome.
kind of what we've been doing. So
So where are you selling your hand sanitizer at?
we sell it out front in the distillery,
Mhm.
in our showroom. I might could get you up there and kind of show you our bar area that we usually use for tours. And then also we've been kind of shipping it. I've shipped some to California,
Okay.
Texas, the Carolinas, just all over, different facilities and stuff like that. So
Has that
might
helped
lose you,
offset, has that helped offset
What's
your
that?
business?
yeah, I mean, we traditionally just kind of barrel up and been waiting anyway. So it's
Okay.
been kind of a in-type deal. So this is our showroom. You can see our bar back there.
Okay.
And where we kind of, this is where we've been selling most of it.
A
We
bar
just kind of
sanitizer.
do our tours and stuff. So
So your showroom is open now?
yeah, we're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6. And
Okay.
we're just selling the sanitizer. We're not doing tours right now. So that's kind of what we've been up to.
Yeah. But it seems like you'd be able to open up the tours as long as you keep them 10 or under, whenever they open that up.
Yeah, the sanitizer has been, so usually we're basically a 2-man shop. And so really didn't have the staff to do tours and sanitizer at the same time. So
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What kind of proof limitations does Mississippi have on your alcohol?
Mississippi really doesn't have limitations. You face federal limitations. For bourbon, the maximum distillation proof is 160. The maximum barrel proof is 125. And so we actually have the only real bourbon still in the state of Mississippi, made by Vendome in Kentucky. And so its maximum is about 160. You can get it a little bit higher, but that's kind of what, generally that's all the most we need. 140 is plenty for us.
Right.
And Matt, do you guys use in your fermenting process or anything like that? Do you guys use like oak barrels or anything like that to get?
Yeah, absolutely. That's so we use the 53-gallon new charred American white oak barrels for the bourbon and rye whiskey. So I've got a few of them sitting right here. In the warehouse in the back, I have over 1,200 aging right now. So usually we get those out of Kentucky. We get a few from Missouri. But we usually get them on pallets of 8. And so I'll get about 40 a month. And you can kind of see there some that are still palletized that we haven't got to fill yet.
Awesome.
And how long do they age in those barrels then?
So it kind of depends on the product. For bourbon, we're going to go about 4 years. So that'll be ready next Christmas. We got a rye whiskey coming out that will be out in May. And then I have an aged shine that's been out. It's about 2 years old. It's been out about 6 or 8 months now. So
That's cool. So for the Beer and Bacon Festival, what was the drink you said you made?
yeah, so we took our white shine and made a Sex in the Woods, which is a sex on the beach. So you got your cranberry, your orange juice, and your peach schnapps in there.
Okay.
And people really like it. Just call it Sex in the Woods instead of Sex on the Beach because it's made with shine.
Gotcha,
that type of
gotcha.
thing.
Love it. Well, awesome. Well, definitely. Thank you. Thank you for the tour. Is there any, like for you and you, Scott, are there anything business-wise that you need? Like, is the government taking care of you? Or are you getting the SBA loans?
The owners have been handling that. I'm not sure the exact thing, but I know we're going to be able to start bringing some people back and get them to work. And we're trying to ramp up and get as much support in business growing as we can in the times that we're in. I think we're making the right steps as our company goes, but I hand it up to our leadership, the owners, Ron and Rimmer, for doing such a great job feeding all of our furloughed employees every Friday and their kids. It's amazing the outreach they've given personally.
Good. Awesome.
We've officially been approved for our PPP loan. Money's I talked to Chris Estrad at Hancock Bank. He's a VP down there that I've been friends with, and he helped push our loan through. We got it approved last Thursday. supposedly he said it takes about between 2 and 10 days for the money to actually hit the bank. But that'll be a lifesaver for us and able to, like, we haven't had to lay off any employees, and I probably have about one more payroll left in the bank, so that will absolutely pull us out of the sling.
Well, I would think that with everybody doing Zoom, your Botox business will increase when this is over.
Yeah, that's the one thing we've definitely had to stop. We've done a lot of telemedicine, which we can do we can keep our follow-up weight loss patients going, and
everybody has to look at themselves on camera, so I guarantee you they're like,
I have
Yeah,
seen
really.
fantastic memes regarding Botox and those kind of things. So,
yeah.
I was talking to, as a matter of fact, I went over to the landlord today to talk to them, and told them, hey, I got your rent payment coming. And it was the lady that I talked to there. She's both a member of our gym and she does Botox as well. So that was kind of funny. We were having those discussions. But so I think both with everybody putting on the COVID-10 and people needing their Botox and all those things.
COVID-10, I like it.
Hopefully, because this is the sad thing is this is typically our February, March, and April are typically our busiest months. So we're taking in the shorts a little bit, but I think we're going to make it through, and
Hey, Joey.
and hopefully everybody else is participating as well. I just heard Congress signed a bill to extend, so anybody that hasn't applied should be able to still get in there and get that PPP loan program. We also got our EIDL advance that actually hit before the PPP, so we applied for both loans, the PPP and the EIDL. If you're not familiar, it's the Emergency Impact Disaster Loan. They're two different programs, and the EIDL actually has an advance. It's up to a $10,000 advance, and it's based on how many employees you have. You get $1,000 per employee. So that advance actually just showed up. It hit our bank account. That saved us for this last payroll. So that was a blessing in disguise. But then the PPP should be coming in this next week, so we're happy about that. And it looks like hopefully we'll make it. So everybody, make sure if you need the assistance, put in your applications, because it does look like it's helping a lot of small businesses.
That's awesome. That's good to hear, because a lot of people have been saying they haven't gotten assistance. So I think it's you have to be a little persistent and keep working it.
You do. It's absolutely, you have to be paid. It is hard, as frustrated as everybody is, and there's a lot of negativism out there. So you got to keep that positive attitude and, work with the banks and work with the SBA. I mean, understand the nice thing is a lot of these loans, like I said, everything that we've gotten so far is going to turn, if we follow the rules, should turn into a grant. Mm-hmm. So that's another blessing. That's even better, not having to pay it back. I mean, we could if we had to down the road, but it's even nicer that
if you don't have
to get the grant. So it takes a little while, it takes some patience, but you got to understand they had, I think I heard over 1 million businesses applied.
Oh, yeah.
76 of them, 76% or more had like 10 employees or less. They're really small businesses that are being helped by this. So it's a good thing. If you need it, get in there and get it, because we need small businesses to get everybody back to work when we come out of this.
Yeah. And I think it's going to start letting up soon. So
yes. Yeah. I think Governor Reeves has done the best job that he could be expected to under the circumstances.
We've been standing still. I swear.
So, well, cool. Hey, Joy, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. You missed the presentations, but we recorded it. You can watch it later.
Okay, sorry, I got in my.
No, that's okay. I don't know. Does anybody else have any questions or thoughts on our needs? I guess we're in the world of anyone have any needs for business, marketing, SBA. I know customers. Shaggy needs customers, and Matt. So I guess when we open, y'all two will be the first places we go.
We'll be here to support the community.
Yeah.
Botox and haircut.
Yeah.
What's the name of Matt Shannon's business?
Health Fit MD.
I'm sorry?
Health Fit MD.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in Orange Grove area, about 2 miles north of the interstate on 49.
Okay.
We do bioidentical hormones, medical weight loss, nutrition counseling, laser hair removal, Botox, dermal fillers, functional medicine, epigenetics. We can actually do hair follicle testing now and develop a diet that's specific to your genes. We've got all kinds of health and wellness programs, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you a functional medicine?
Yeah, well, we're not. So Dr. Shannon spent about 2.5 years specifying in age management medicine, but she is not certified in functional medicine, but she's taken a lot of, basically those are a lot of the continuing medical education courses that she takes are functional medicine. To become certified in functional medicine, it requires spending another $10,000 and $30,000 in training. So there's a huge cost aspect to that. But we still take the courses and kind of as we can along the way. So we are trained in the principles of functional medicine, and we do practice those. We follow those principles basically. We're constantly implementing as the new, like epigenetics and gut health and nutrition and a lot of the things that they practice. Those are the types of things that we bring into our practice and try and make available to the public. Keep, again, a lot of the things that we do, and one of the things that we've had an uptick in is we do a lot of natural supplements and things like that. We train, the immune system is fueled by your microbiome and your what we call gut health, and things like that. So making sure your body has plenty of vitamin D and vitamin C and a lot of other things that, probiotics and things like that can actually help boost your immunity. So we're not necessarily curing the coronavirus, but we can definitely help people's ability to boost their own immune system and stay healthy. And if they should get it, their bodies are going to be much more able to fight it off because you're going to be in a much healthier state.
What would you did? So.
Yeah, COVID showed one thing, that a lot of people have underlying conditions that they either didn't address or didn't know about.
Yes, and that's our thing. I mean, we can reverse diabetes. We can reverse high blood pressure. We can reverse certain aspects of cardiovascular disease and things like that just by using natural therapies.
Right.
Always better than a prescription.
Yeah.
So that's what we focus on. I mean, there's definitely a place for prescription medicine, but that's where we kind of consider ourselves a perfect blend of Western and Eastern medicine. That's what we try and give to our patients is helping them improve their immune systems, get healthier, feel better, get more sleep, have more energy, those kind of things. That's our philosophy.
Yes. Thank you. So.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. So, Shaggy, Scott, did you have any final words or?
I hope we're all in it together. We're going to get through it to the other side, and I can't wait to cook for y'all again.
That was an impressive demonstration, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you.
we can
start our roast beef tonight too.
Great.
We can start a weekly showcase by Shaggy of what's for dinner.
We'll just cook it up. Yeah.
You can start doing leftover Tuesdays.
That's right.
Yeah, really.
I can turn anything into a taco.
Right.
Amen, brother.
So, so Mary Jo and John McCollin. I mean, does everybody want to just introduce themselves real quick that hasn't already?
Sorry,
Sure.
I have to jump off actually.
You're going to jump off? All right. It's good to see you, Joy. So John and Mary Jo work with Proforma. So,
Yeah, we've got a business in D'Iberville that does printing and promotional products, apparel, and a franchise business. So there's over 700 Proforma locations in the country. And, that makes us the second largest purchaser of promotional items, for example, like the hat Matt's wearing and, you know, pens, coffee cups, all that logo merchandise. So we get very good pricing from the vendors because of the buying power. And we run it out of our house, so we're also a low overhead operation.
Awesome. So if anybody has any marketing, that's some stuff. So our
We
time.
supplied the tasting cups for the beer and bacon.
Yeah,
Oh.
Beer and Bacon Festival. Yep, they
Those
were
are-
awesome.
Those are cool.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're good. Matt Crittenden, did you have any other final words?
Yeah, just, thank y'all, enjoyed Beer and Bacon this year. And I mean, it's been great. And come out and visit us sometime. Love to tour everybody around the distillery and maybe, help get, if you got a restaurant or something like that you want us in, let us know and we'll try to help you out with that too.
Awesome. Well,
And if we
definitely-
come out and visit now, we can only buy hand sanitizer. We can't buy any alcohol. Is that right?
Well, we actually have a separate liquor store out front that carries both of our shines.
Oh, okay.
The way the state rules and regs are. So it's a full line liquor store, but they always have our shine in stock. And you can also find it at different other liquor stores like L&M carries us, Benzo 5 and stuff like that. So.
Hey, Matt, do you know if they carry your stuff over at Bacchus in Long Beach?
Yeah, they've got me at Bacchus in Long Beach and the bottle shop right there by the Walmart too.
Awesome. Sounds good. I'll look for you at L&M. It's right across from the Railroad Museum.
Yeah, yep.
So, well, awesome. It's so good to see everybody. Again, we recorded it, so for Shaggy's and Kiln, we'll put it out there, and hopefully it'll at least boost a little bit of business. So,
Cheers.
Thanks, Catherine.
cheers.
Cheers.
And we'll see you next Tuesday at the same time. Is that right?
Hey, we might as well.
See
Yeah,
you
why not?
It'll keep growing. So, beer, bacon, and
Share it on Facebook. Invite your friends.
yeah.
You're right.
So, thank y'all so much.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks, Catherine.
Have a good day.
You too.